Hello and welcome. My name's Super Saiyan and this is your weekly news and pre-order video covering all the new releases from Games Workshop. Now unfortunately I wasn't able to create a news and pre-order video last weekend. I was working, but I have some time today to make a video. As usual, I want to say a big thank you to everyone that supports the channel, and we'll get straight in there on the Warhammer community webpage. So if we just go on to latest news and we go back, I'd probably say a couple of weeks ago, all the way back to the 20th of September it was, and that is when I covered the pre-orders for that day on the Saturday, which was like the Fellblade and the Mark II Assault Marines. The very next day, which I haven't covered yet, and they were out last week on Saturday to pre-order, was the Drukhari, or the Dark Eldar as I still prefer to call them. We had the Codex Drukhari, Lady Malys, I think it's Malys, spelt in that way. Nice looking mini for Dark Eldar, but the part of the scenic base, this looks like a pair of slippers and I can't get that out of my head. You've got the Battle Force Real Space Raiders, so a battle force for them, and that's where you can pick up this new Archon model, which is a first place to get. I could edit that sentence and replace it with, we're gatekeeping this mini from you because we want you to spend a minimum of £100 to have the chance of owning him. So we're going to bundle him in this set and we're not going to release them separately at the same time. Yeah, it's still diabolical and it's business practice I completely disagree with. I'm not going to go off on a rant, don't worry, but I just thought I'd draw it to your attention. You've got the Combat Patrol Drukhari, and then you've got the racks, and then you've got the data sheet cards and dice. Very odd choice of colour. I was kind of expecting like a teal colour with blood red, or some kind of red in there, but yeah, the choices of dice colour recently have been off the ball. Finally, we get a Combat Patrol for the Deathcore Krieg. So if you missed out on the army set, this is a very decent way of picking up your Deathcore Krieg. I was very impressed with their release at the start of the year. I picked up all of them for the channel. You know, I'm not going to start a big Deathcore army or Cadian army or Imperial Guard army by any means, but I was impressed by the minis. But these, you know, heavy stubbers, whatever, they need to have the heavy bolters, don't they? Let's face it. I won't shut up about that. Black Library, we've got the Tomb World novel in special edition. I don't know about that. That looks very basic. Then you've got this artwork, which I much prefer, with this font that looks out the 90s. It looks great. You've got Morven Vile, Spear of Faith. Yeah. Choose Your Enemies in French, and Warhammer Plus, Sigmar's Toll. I still haven't watched that yet. You've got a battle report there as well. And that was it for that preview. The next day we had Meet the Lords of War venturing to the Warhammer 40,000 Grand Narrative this week. So some nice artwork, and it is just like a short story. Moving down the news articles, there was the announcement of the Assault Terminators, and I'm a bit bummed that I didn't you know, cover this closer to the time. I think they look great, as good as can be expected. The poses are fine. These two look a bit can I not have them, to any Terminators, just stomping forward? Like that's what I want. Not like with their legs really far apart, or you know, about to fall over maybe. I just want them stomping forward, because these two poses look very, very similar. And then you've got these, and then you've got the teleport beacon. But overall, I think they're fine. You've got helmeted, helmetless options. The normal Terminator set looked brilliant. I actually think that them with the lightning claws, the poses work better for them, and I like the colour that they've gone for with those lightning claws. The paint scheme, it's not quite blue, but there is a bit of blue at the top. I don't know whether I would have had the blue at the tips. I probably would have, actually. And then you've got an ancient, which we haven't had a model for ages, but it looks like no less than 4 different head options. I don't know why we need so many head options for this ancient, but yeah, we've got him, and that's great. However, however, classic GW, classic, slow clap. It's not a pay wall, it's a pay fortress. You're going to have to buy this whole Crux Terminatus box set, which includes 2 Terminator minis, which came out, was it last year? Or I want to say the year before, I can't remember now. I'm thinking it was last year. And then it's got 3 sets of Terminators. However, if you look really, really closely, you will see that it only actually consists of 2 brand new units of Assault Terminators. An older normal Terminator kit, which I'm not sure whether the weapons and things are going to be compatible. I hope they are, though, because then I will have them as 3. And then you've got the older Terminator Chaplain, the older Terminator Captain, and then the new Ancient. So it's a big old pay fortress just to get those 3. There's only 3 new units there, but they're selling you 6. So only half the units there are new. So yeah, just work that out. This set, I think it's going to be over 100. I really do. It's got to be like 140, 130, might be 120. I don't know. Considering that the new Terminator set is £42.50 and you're getting 3, that's already £120. So yeah, bit of a shame that it ended with that. I would have just preferred them to release the Ancient separate and the Assault Terminator box set separate. Call me a simple man, but that's what I would have preferred. You got Pain and Panic, potent pick-me-ups for the devious Drukhari. You got Kick-Off Legion's Imperialis army with or expand an existing one with the new combat patrols. So this was a little look at these. I don't know whether these have come out before, but yeah, a lot of minis. Look, 4 Kratos tanks, and yeah, a solo auxiliary combat. It's nice that we're getting these tiny little minis. I hope they stay around for a while. You got the Rumour Engine, 23rd of September. This might have been and gone by now. Some kind of fist. Definitely 40k, I think. I doubt that is Horus Heresy. Article explaining who Lady Malys is, and then celebrate a whole year of Space Marine 2. I mean, they could celebrate a whole year of Space Marine 2 with a decent Titus model. You've got 132 chances to win. You just need to sign up to the newsletter. But you can win some Joy Toy, which is quite good. And then they just don't show any pictures of anything else. Oh, there you go. Oh, wow. Okay. So an introductory set. I don't know. I think they could have just had a prize of like a whole chapter, maybe. Warhammer Age of Sigmar, new battle scroll, brings balance. Who are the macabre Stormcast in Sigmar's Toll episode 2? From Spearhead to Bigger Battles part 2 of the Hobby Journey. And then new inductii rules send desperate reinforcements straight to the warfront. So this was interesting. Essentially, Saturn box set focuses on the drop site massacre, but then this explains the inductii. So these are like the new Space Marines that are kind of just brought to the forefront very quick, and you can view downloads. And then there we go. So one of these, probably this one, yeah. So you've got some rules for them. You've got an inductii squad. They've got Volkite Chargers. You've got Emperor's Children, Iron Warriors, White Scar. So yeah, it looks like you're getting them all for the different legions. You had the first Warhammer World events of 2026, Doubles Bonanza, and then conquer your own corner of Komorrag with the Codex Drukhari Crusade rules. I'm going through these news articles quite quick because I know that I've missed a bit over 2 weeks. You've got the Webway Shatters over Mordian, Grand Narrative 2025, and then there's an Imperial Fist showcase. Fangs of Malys strike in the superb community showcase, so they're showcasing their painting. And then Saturday pre-orders. So this was last weekend, Saturday. We had what I talked about earlier, the Drukhari Codex, the special edition, Lady Malys, the Battle Force, the Combat Patrol, the racks, the datasheet cards and dice, the Combat Patrol for Deathcore Krieg, and then the Necron novels and Morven Var novel. The very next day, there was a preview for Enter Spikewood in Warhammer Underworlds. So this is what we've got up for pre-order today. So you've got this new box game with some minis in. And yeah, so like a little introductory force. I'm wondering whether this probably would have been better to release first before the Chaos Dwarves, but... And then you've got these... Yeah, nice crab mini there. Reavers of Ruin. And then you've got one of these as well. I like that one, that's a nice set, but only 3 minis though. Morbid Minions. They look very cool. I like them. That mini is fantastic. Gonna have to get myself that mini. It's like one of the best Death Rattle minis. That one's quite cool too. Gits and Goliaths. A pack of 3 there. Moorbags Gits. Gloomspike Gits. I don't know whether I've got this set. I keep thinking that I have. Zarbag Gits. Yeah, I've got Zarbag Gits, I'm sure. Warhammer Old World. You've got the War of Cetra's Fury. Leech Priests. Royal Heralds. And Imperialis, we had the Combat Forces. And then White Dwarf 517. And a Space Marine plush. Finally we get a Space Marine plush. And a Gloomspike Gits plush. Don't know whether it should have had a knife on it though. That would have been cool if it had a little stabber knife. And a plush Blood Bowl ball. Yarick box set. Chains of Golgotha. Pyres of Armageddon and Imperial Creed. And then a Horus Heresy 17 collection. French edition of Eidolon and Fulgrim. And then German edition of Siege of Terror. Warhammer Plus, you had the Tale of Four Gamers, Lore Masters and Painting Desk, and that was it for last week's preview on the Sunday. The same day on the Sunday we had a new trailer of Dawn of War 4. Looked pretty good. Full on Primaris, full on Orcs. You've got the Knights, you've got the Morkanauts. Well, they're Gorkanauts, aren't they, those ones? Drop pods. Yeah. Rustle up for free Rattling Miniature of the Month, Warhammer Day coin. So that was a Rattling Miniature. Interesting, massive foot there. And you got some paints, and then there's the coin. And yeah. White Dwarf 517, a little article about new White Dwarf. Scenery showcase. This is kind of what I want to see in more of my codexes though. Unit or army specific scenery showcases. Your armies and parade, and then March from a Crag with new Ultramarines upgrades. So this is the upgrade set. And it tells you when you're going to get multiples. It looks alright, you know. New Combat Patrol has one of the upgrade sets in it, so you can use it. Rumour Engine for the 30th of September. Is it some kind of... Yeah. That's interesting. Some kind of spawn, because that looks like a humanoid like leg, but then there's a tentacle tail coming out of it as well. I'm wondering whether that is Age of Sigmar. Space Marine 2 competition continues with a new pack of prizes, so they've got even more prizes now. And you're getting the helmet. So replica figures, one that you can paint, a display cover art, and then a helmet. And the soundtrack, I think that's a soundtrack. Soundtrack for the first Space Marine was better, I felt. More iconic music. And then we're finally at the first page of the news. You've got Kurnoth's Heralds embrace the fury of the hunt in Warhammer Underworlds. You've got stepping up to 2,000 points for Tale of Four Armies, and then empower your weapons and burn everything down with the blood of the We have to open it to find out. Bull. Old World Almanac, Designer's Commentary for the War of Cetra's Fury. Warhammer 40,000 Tactica Movement Phase. 2 new Dorling Kingsley Warhammer books are available now. So this is interesting. So they moved away from Black Library, and you've now got a different publisher taking over, not taking over, but having these books. Wow, they're giving away Titus. It's that bad. They're giving away that miniature. They must have made so many minis, and he's available in the I say cheaper in the blue plastic, so you don't really need to paint him if you don't want to. But yeah, I'm sure these books are very nice. That looks cool. Yeah, I'm sure both of these books are very nice. They are giving you a free Titus miniature if you want him. Unite to wipe out foes or defend your home turf with 2 new rival decks, and then starting a Drukhari army. I like these articles, so I like to spend a bit of time reading these. So you've got Raiders of Real Space, so the Drukhari explained. So if you're thinking about getting into Dark Eldar, this article is up your street. You've got the Combat Patrol. A little paint guide there. The Codex, Witches and Incubi. Lilith Hesperax. Path of the Dark Eldar. You've got a little novel there and start your collection. And then you can shop the full range. Yeah, I hope those articles continue. Warhammer Art Through the Years, Space Marines. So very interesting. Yeah, lovely bit of artwork there. Very cool. Look at that. Yeah, that's a classic bit of artwork. And so is that, actually. That's been around for a while. That's a good one. The Dark Angels. And then the Black Templars. And then you've got some Blood Angels. Oof, that's a lot of Zoanthropes. 1, 2, 3 at least. And a winged Hive Tyrant? I don't know. Yeah, that's a classic one as well. Imperial Fists. Yeah, lovely bit of artwork, these. Wow. Next week, they show Eldari. Yeah, that's a really nice article. I'd like to see more of those. Obviously, we're going to get Eldar. So yeah, that's really cool. No text or anything like that. It's just pure artwork. Yeah, well done. I'm pleased with that. Miniature of the Decade. Oh, wow. So we have mini of the... It's got to be Rumpelstiltskin. We have mini of the year, but now miniature of the deck. Oh, Be'lakor is so good, though. Archaon is very good. Oh, choose your favourite. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, wow. Oof. Demon Prince, honestly. Let me know in the comments below which is your mini of the decade. It's a shame that they haven't got any Forge World offerings, because I would probably say the Warlord Titan, not just from a build point of view, but from an iconic point of view as well. Wow, I will cast my vote later. You've got a new kill team Fortunately, it includes some Tau. And you've got some Space Wolves in there. So yeah. Apparently Tau can muster up a kill team. However, Space Wolves looking very frosty. Yeah, they would make a decent kill team, wouldn't they? And they've got a wolf as well. So yeah, that's the new kill team. Space Wolves part are good. You've got Warhammer Days coming soon. Find out what rewards you can earn in store. So these are the 2 minis that you can pick up. When is the... I definitely want to pick up both of them because they're awesome. It's going to be Saturday 25th of October. So I might pop down to the local. Yeah, I might pop down to the local and pick them up. For £150 spend, you get a replica Space Marine ammo pouch. Oh, wow. I wonder if like they'll kind of give away pieces of the armor and pieces of cosplay over the years. So eventually, you know, after 10 years of spending £150 or so, you can build a whole set. I don't know, but I don't know about this. I mean, they got the colour right. They're perfect for holding dice. Are they though? Are they? All of these rewards are cumulative. So if you spend 150, you get all 3. So you get these coins, you get the art print. Yeah, the ammo pouch is quite good, but yeah, 150 quid. I'd like to see it in person first though, I think. Because I reckon if you just wanted a pouch, I think you could get a very decent, you know, full-on leather pouch for £150. Like, you know, unless there's something you really, really want to get from the store for 150, like a Battle Force, something like that. Battle Force and a couple of paints. So there you go. That is all of the news for today. Let's jump on over to the Games Workshop web store and have a look at these pre-orders. So we'll just go straight onto it from here. You've got Tomb Kings of Khemri. If we go new and exclusive, all pre-orders, and we go high to low. I will talk about some of the Drukhari pre-orders. So last week for pre-order, so it comes out next week, we had the Drukhari Battle Force Real Space Raiders. So £150. Talk about a paywall for this new Archon. £150. That's kind of like what Leviathan cost, or Saturnine, isn't it, almost? You know, just to get this one Archon. So you must really, really like Dark Eldar, Drukhari, to pick him up to get all of these, or your army must be really small and you want all of these minis to bump it up, or you're brand new to Drukhari and yeah, you want to get this set with a new mini. You've got the Legions Imperialis Combat Forces. So you've got Solar Auxilia, you've got Legiones Astartes, and you've got Mechanicum. Then you've got the Combat Patrol of Deathcore Krieg. £105 for these. And you're getting 26 minis, 5 Death Riders, 4 Krieg Heavy Weapons Squad miniatures, 10 Deathcore Krieg Soldiers, and 7 Krieg Command Squad miniatures. Now, there is a bit of a misprint here, because it says 4 Krieg Heavy Weapons Squad miniatures. And as you can see, there are only 3. I mean, it says 4, so I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, and then 4, but it would kind of read as like 4 units, but it's just 4 minis. You've got the Combat Patrol Drukhari for the same price, 105. Kind of looks like you're not getting as much compared to the Deathcore Krieg. Literally, you're getting 13 minis. But you are getting a Homunculus, a Kronos, and a Talos, and they can be built as each other, and 10 racks. So, yeah, that is a very, very small mini count for a Combat Patrol. Yarrick, the box set, £100, that's sold out. You've got the Codex Drukhari Collector's Edition. Here we go. That's the price increase, £65 Last time I saw a special edition codex, now £67.50. It won't be long. You know, come Christmas it'll be £70 for a collector's edition codex. One thing I will say is that the quality is there though with these collector's editions. I've never really been disappointed with them. You know, they can't, other than the amount, the only thing they can focus on now to give you more value for money for these is the content. They seem to just hold the bare minimum now, a lot of copy and paste, but the actual content, the actual quality of the book, like the soft touch cover, the page edges, the, you know, bookmark, page keeper is very good. 136 pages is all right as well. It's you know, but Drukhari have been around quite some time now, over 30 years now. You've got these Destruction Warbands, and I'm not liking the layout of these either. They've squished too many and you can't really see from a glance what's included. But yeah, you've got these specific warbands. They're bundled 3 in 1, which yeah, means that if I want to get the Death one, I'm going to have to get those 3 other factions for £62. Yeah, but you've got the Destruction Warbands, Gits and Goliaths, Morbid Minions, Reavers of Ruin, and Seekers in Shadow. So yeah, £62 for all of those sets. You've got the Warhammer Underworlds Spitewood, that box game, for £52. You've got the Tomb World Special Edition sold out, £45. The Codex Drukhari, £38. Yep, we'll be at £40 soon for a Codex. Racks, £38. And you're getting 172 plastic components and all 25mm round bases. So quite small. Warbands of Spitewood, £37 for those cards. Leech Priests, £32.50 pre-order. Now I'm wondering if this is... Oh, it's multi-part plastic kit. Okay. You got Royal Heralds for £32.50 again. Quite good. And yeah, 47 plus components for those two. You got Lady Malys. Apparently she's a hit. Sold out from last week, £29.50. Oh, £29.50 as well. So that's your price increase as well. It was £27.50, now £29.50. Let's face it, we're at £30 per plastic mini now. Data sheet cards, Drukhari, £21.50. Tomb World hardback, just the standard edition, while the hardback is sold out. Drukhari dice, £19.50 for those. Arcane Journal, The War of Cetra's Fury, for £17. How many pages is that? 48-page softback. You've got Morven Val for £9.99 in paperback, and then you've got White Dwarf 517, £6.99, and that is it. So in one fell swoop, I've covered all of the news and the pre-orders for the past 2 weeks. We didn't really miss much. It was mainly Drukhari or Dark Eldar, and then it's also been these Chaos Warbands and the new combat patrols for like Deathcore Krieg, and these combat forces for Legions Imperialis. Nothing really takes my fancy. I don't collect Drukhari. These Death Warbands are just too expensive. I can't justify them for a handful of minis. I would like to get into Tomb Kings at some point one day, but not right now. And the novels aren't up my street. Maybe the Tomb World one probably would have been if they had produced enough. But what do you guys think of all of these pre-orders and the news, and what do you guys think of the Terminator? I did post a couple of pictures of the Terminators on Instagram and asked everyone's opinions, but if you haven't got Instagram or you didn't see that post, now's your chance to put all of your comments and things down below. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.